So a little bit more with algebra, simplifying expressions where you've got brackets involved in algebra. What we have to do whenever we have brackets is that the basic rule of brackets is everything outside the bracket has to be multiplied by everything inside the bracket. So the rule here is that first we multiply x by minus x. That will give us minus x squared. X times minus x equals minus x squared. Then we multiply x by plus 3, giving us plus 3x. So the answer to this equation is just minus x squared plus 3x. Nice and easy. What do we do then when we've got a combination of two different letters? Well, we do exactly the same rule. We multiply the minus x that we have outside the front of the bracket by everything that's inside the bracket one step at a time. We start with this one, and then we take the next expression. So minus x times x gives us minus x squared again. Then we finish with that expression. We don't use it again. Now we have to multiply minus x by plus 2y. Well, a minus times a plus, we know we're going to get a minus as our answer. And then we just put all of these expressions in first numbers, then the first letter of the alphabet, and then the second letter of the alphabet. They're all multiplied together. So we would write that as minus 2xy. And the method of writing it in maths is first start with the number, then start with the first letter of the alphabet, and then start with the one that comes after that. So if it had been P and Q, we would have written minus 2PQ, not minus 2QP, even though those things mean the same thing. There's absolutely no difference in PQ minus PQ times 2 to minus 2PQ. It's just the way that we write it, just so that we all write the same way. So when it's just one term outside the front of the bracket and then some expression in the bracket, it's easy to do. What do we do then when we've got something like this? X plus 1 in brackets, all multiplied by x minus 3. Well, this is when you use the expression, who remembers the word that I've told you that you should always know for multiplying out brackets? No? Oh dear. FOIL. FOIL. What do we do then? First we multiply the first two expressions together. Step 1. So we're multiplying the x by the x. Then step 2, we multiply the out two expressions together. X times minus 3. We're actually doing the same thing as we did up here. First we're taking our x and multiplying it first by the x and then by the minus 3. Then we're finished with the x, and then we do the same thing with the 1. The inside two are step 3. The inside two, and then the final step is we multiply the 1 by minus 3, giving us our step 4. So it looks complicated, but it actually isn't. So first two, x times x, giving us x squared. The outside two, I've multiplied the x by the x, so now I multiply the x by minus 3, giving me minus 3x. The inside two, 1 times x plus 1 times x, giving me plus x. And my last two, plus 1 times minus 3, giving me minus 3 as my answer. Now I can see that I've got two expressions here in the middle that both have only x's in. So these two must be added together. So I'm not finished yet. This can then be simplified to x squared minus 2x minus 3. And this is my answer once I've expanded out the brackets. Okay, so these ones you have to familiarize yourself with. Let's take another couple. Let's take 2x plus 4 multiplied by 3x minus 2. First two, 2x times 3x, giving us 6x squared. 2x multiplied by minus 2, giving us minus 4x. Then we finish with our 2x. We don't need to touch that again. We've multiplied it first by the first terms in the second bracket and by the second terms in the second bracket. Then we can multiply our plus 4 by 3x, giving us plus 12x. And finally we finish off by multiplying plus 4 by minus 2, giving us minus 8. Now we've got two terms again where we've got x's, so we have to simplify those. 6x squared 12x minus 4x is going to give us plus 8x, and then the minus 8 stays the same in the end. So expanding out the brackets gives us the answer 6x squared plus 8x minus 8. Get it?